So we joined the SMART competition to implement what we had learned the past 3 years in our sustainability class at Crest, implement the different things we've learned into something that can actually be used in future careers. If you want to go into civil engineering, if you want to go into any engineering or computer software programming, we learned a lot about how sustainability can be implemented into society.
There were a few things I discovered. One of them was my interest for this sort of work. It really showed me that this is something that interests me.
Most of the time we usually see buildings that are just high-rises, skyscrapers, just large concrete buildings that don't look very energy efficient or environmentally friendly. But then we come across, for example, the Packard building, and its design is very striking. We learned that it's net zero and actually produces surplus energy. So having that good design with the comfort of the building plus the energy efficiency really surprised us. We did talk to some of the architects. I don't remember exactly what they said, but the general idea was they did adopt a very non-traditional approach to designing buildings, as opposed to a commercial building that's just there for apartments or hotel. This building was designed with energy efficiency in mind from the very core, so that's what made it possible for it to achieve this efficiency.
That the insulation portion of it was something that really, which I learned a lot about. We used the concrete as our roof insulation, which looking back now, I see positives and negatives too. But I think I learned a lot about different types of installations, like the vat insulation and the concrete insulation. So it was something that I discovered.
When we started looking at materials of what we could put in our gym, we didn't know much about these different things. So looking at the drop-down menus, we were able to say, oh, let's see what bat insulation is, let's see what filler insulation is, and we would go and we would research more on what those different types of materials are and different effects, such as bat insulation has carcinogens, or we found out that you could use brick as an insulation, and we found out the different efficiencies of how much it actually insulates, and so we were really able to learn a lot about that side of sustainability that we had before.
What I would advise to other groups is going through each item on the list, which there's a large list, but going through each item and really finding the pros and cons to each item so you can make the best decision for the school.
I would say don't be afraid of the information, because there is a meaning behind the madness, and if you can really analyze and look at the information, then it isn't as hard, it isn't as overwhelming as it may seem at first. You just need to keep working at it and keep looking into the information, keep exploring. And that's the advice that I would give to someone who's starting this off next year. That's what I would apply to my project next year.